Streaming. So welcome to the Free Association radio show. This is the Monday morning live stream. It's a new format for me. Just trying something out that I thought might be interesting. So I'm looking at property in the northeast of England just for fun, because sometimes I do this because I potentially might buy something at some point. But I thought it might be interesting to share what I'm doing. I'm not an expert by any means, but it might be interesting just to share my thought processes and see if I can come up with some kind of range of possibilities for what I'm actually doing, and come up with some logic. So what I've done is I've gone to onthemarket.com and I'm looking for property within 5 miles of Durham City for under £100,000. So that might not sound like a lot when you're living in the south of England, but £100,000 up here can buy you quite a lot of property. So here's one. This is in Ferry Hill, I think, Ferry Hill. So it's a 4-bedroom for just under £100,000. Now Ferry Hill is within 5 miles of Durham City. It's an interesting place. I've been through it a few times. I've never actually stopped to do anything in Ferry Hill, and I've got Windows updates coming in, which is always a bad timing when you're doing a live stream. I need to switch that notification off probably. So I'll do that another time. So if you're interested, then one of the reasons that Ferry Hill is interesting is because there's potentially through there at some point in the relatively near future. The plan is to reopen the old railway line from Newcastle through Durham City down to Ferry Hill and then down to Teesside, I think, somewhere. I don't know exactly where it goes, but I will make the travelling time a reasonable amount of time. At the moment, if you're on a bus, it's going to take you forever, and in a car straight up the A1, probably about 45 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that, to Newcastle. So a rail trip of probably about 20 minutes would make it much more interesting to buy property down there. So I don't know if that interests anybody. There's a lot of other stuff that's on here that's under 100,000. So Crook is a nice little old market town, again within 5 miles of Durham City, up in the Weir Valley. But you can get a 2-bedroom terrace. It's not quite a cottage, an old terrace property, but they're calling it a cottage, so that's fair enough, I suppose. You can get away with that if you're an estate agent, but it just looks like an old terrace property to me. And there's lots of those around. So a 3-bedroom in Newton Aycliffe. Newton Aycliffe is on the railway line to Durham. That's a rail link to Durham, not to Durham, to Darlington rather. You get to Darlington in about 20 minutes or so. Again, Stanley, which is north of Durham. And another one in Ferry Hill. This is a terrace for 80,000. If it was up to me, I would go for that 4-bedroom for 100 rather than a 2-bedroom for 80, but that's just me. Shared ownership, 3-bedroom, shared ownership, 50-50. Maybe there'd be a garden with that one. 50% shared ownership. I don't know where Rollsdale is, and Burton Woods. That's just outside of Spennymoor, I think. But it does have a garden and French doors, so there's something about that I quite like, so let's keep a note of that one. these studios in General Boucher Court are always on the market. So this one, that'll never go for 12,000, but it'll go for about 20 probably. So there's a couple of others down here that are around about 20,000. And you can see some of the property in Bishop Auckland is 40, 45. Cockfield is just outside of Bishop Auckland. There's one there that's 5,000 guide price, so that probably needs some updating, I would think. Let's have a look at it. Howlish View, I don't know exactly where Howlish View is in Bishop Auckland, but it looks okay from the outside. So I would say that one was well taken a look at. It looks alright on the inside as well. It doesn't look like it needs too much doing to it. 2-bedroom. So 2-bedroom for £5,000. It'll go for a lot more than that, but there must be a reason why it's £5,000. It's 2 miles away from the railway station, so it's a bit off the beaten track. That'll probably would be why. Between Bishop Auckland and Shildon by the looks of it. So there you go, that's the type of thing that's available for anybody who might be interested. Here we go, well, we got 85,000 for a 3-bedroom in Newton Aycliffe. Again, Newton Aycliffe is on the railway line to Darlington. $52,000 for a 3-bedroom terrace in Newton Aycliffe. These are all 70 odd or 18. Here we go. Wellington, £10,000 for a 1-bedroom flat. Looks interesting as well. It's not very much at Wellington as far as I remember. And it's 4 miles from Bishop Auckland. So on the road from Crook, so there must be a reasonable bus service, I would think, to Durham, but there's nothing much anywhere near Wellington. So that's why it's a low price. Let's save that one as well. Is there a way to save it? There we go. So anywhere between 5,000 and 100,000 you'll find something. Obviously it won't go for 5,000, but that's the starting price by the looks of it on the auction. Studley Drive, that one looks quite interesting as well. I'm not all that keen on Spennymoor. Spennymoor District, so probably not actually in Spennymoor. We'll find out what the estate agents are telling us, which isn't necessarily what's actually happening. Clusters Town Centre? Maybe. anyway, so that's what we've got in the northeast at the moment, and I'll do one of these every now and again for the northeast, and I'll start doing property shows for other parts of the country as well, I think, just because it's interesting to see the pricing and see what's available. And I'm interested in property. I'm interested in property as a way to invest, although my track record isn't great, so I need to sort out an actual business plan this time round. But that's enough for me. That's, what's that, 13 minutes? So that's enough really for a Monday morning. But thanks for watching.